Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, 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 I used to think that I had to. I used to think that I should. Scripture told me that I had to be good. But now I know I don't want to. I'm ready to I am free. My name is don't know whether you know, but one of the things that we started from because it really is so important that we and I don't know if that's so this one that we want to do this is you. So it's things like that, those kinds of personal promises and behavior. I'm going to set aside this amount of money, over this week, I'm going to start researching this, that, and the other. Those pieces also fall into the mind of business. And sometimes you're more loyal to outside people that you interact with than you are with themselves. So that kind of came to me, I just want to share that, but that's part of the typical work. What you're saying to yourself and following through, as well as recognizing that you're saying to yourself, which is best thing that you can actually do. So that is really that. The next was don't take anything personal. Recognizing that people show up and people show up. All times you think that you have an interaction with somebody that you have to say you with somebody else. But underneath it, you really have to look at what kinds of people are withdrawing into it. What do you do with the people? Because that also is taking place, showing up. So if you feel that people don't follow, if you feel that somebody certain group of people cheat or don't say, don't act this way about it, because of our belief system, we draw those into our lives. We think that they're always right. You're always right. And when you really get that, what is it you do right about it? You really want to do right about it. And look at what is the underlying belief of that some of these facts have in place. But this particular one is saying, don't take anything personal. People show up. And if someone does something to you, if you find you focus, part of it is having the audacity to recognize it. Sometimes you don't want to face that anything. And sometimes you don't have the courage to say that. But sometimes you need to say that, you know, don't choose to do that. Don't make assumptions. Number three, really important. A lot of always have. But I do. And it's no longer seen is a day that I decide I need to walk away from this and have done that. So it's not what the salary is, because sometimes we can be making a lot of money, but the stress that we have at the job is taking that money. You end up going to the doctor, you end up going to the psychiatrist, you end up with sick days. When you're doing things that you enjoy, you walk around in a sense of joy, and you attract to yourself more joy. See, again, it goes back to me for vibration. Where are you vibrating? Because if you're vibrating at joy, you're vibrating at levels of prosperity. You're vibrating at more good. If you're vibrating at, I gotta go to this job, I gotta do this, you vibrate at bringing that kind of energy to you. So this piece that he talks about, doing your best, a lot of it has to do with what is it that you're doing. Example, there was a man who wanted to transcend his life from suffering, so he went to a Buddhist temple, asked the master for help. He went to the master and said, if I meditate 4 hours a day, how long will it take me to transcend? The master said, if you meditate for 4 hours a day, perhaps 10 years. So the man thought about it. He said, well, what about if I meditated for 8 hours? How long will it take me then to transcend? He said, 20 years. He said, well, why would it take me longer if I meditate more? You are not here to sacrifice your joy to your life. You are here to live, to be happy, to love. If you can do your best in 2 hours of meditation, but you spend 8 hours instead, you will only grow tired, miss the point, and you will not enjoy life. Do your best, and perhaps you will learn that no matter how long you meditate, you can live, love, and be happy. Doing your best, you're going to live your life intensely. You're going to be productive. You're going to be good to yourself, because you will be giving yourself to your family, your community, and to everything. But it is an action that is going to make you feel intensely happy. When you're always doing your best, you take action. Doing your best is taking the action because you love it, not because you're expecting a reward. Most people do exactly the opposite. They only take action when they expect a reward, and they don't enjoy the action. And that's the reason that they don't do their best. So I want to stop this moment and just think about it. I want you to think about what you do, why you do it, whether you truly are enjoying it, or you're just doing it. Most people work so hard all week, suffering the work, suffering the action, not because they like to, but because they feel they have to. They have to work because they have to pay rent, because they have to support their family. They have all that frustration, and when they do receive their money, they're unhappy. They have 2 days to rest, and they're back on the job. They try to escape. They can get drunk because they don't like themselves, they don't like their life. They're always feeling hurt. On the other hand, if you take action just for the sake of doing it, without expecting a reward, you will find that you enjoy every action you do. Rewards will come, but you are not attached to the reward. You can even get more than you would have imagined for yourself without expecting a reward. If we like what we do, if we always do our best, then we are really enjoying life. We are always having fun, and we don't get bored. We don't get frustrated. This not expecting the reward is real important, because when you have an expectation around a particular thing, you literally zoom God in on that, as opposed to, I'm enjoying what I do, and you're wide open, and rewards just show up. So not having the expectation of getting something, but of giving, is what we're really talking about here. When you do your best, you learn to accept yourself. But you have to be aware and learn from your mistakes. Learning from your mistakes means you practice. You look honestly at the results, and you keep practicing. Doing your best really doesn't feel like work because you're enjoying it. If you take action because you have to, then there is no way you're going to do your best. Then it is better not to do it. No, you do your best because your best all the time makes you happy. When you're doing your best just for the pleasure of it, you're taking action because you enjoy the action. You know, often I use myself because I really don't have anybody else to talk about but me and to be truthful. So as a teacher, it wasn't the paycheck, it was the light bulbs. You know what I mean by that? I could look out and see a kid get it, and it was like a light went on, and I go, gotcha. I loved it, still love it, when somebody gets it. It's not that that person then hands me some money because they got it. They just got it. And for me, that's the reward. That something has been said, some jewel has been received, some tool has been received, and that person now can take it and have a better life. So for me, that has always been the biggest reward, to sit in the class and to watch change happen right in front of me. I can't put a dollar sign on it. But for me, that has always been the reward. So part of what this is about is being able to stand back and say to yourself, where are the rewards? What were they? When I go out in the street and I run into one of my students who's doing well, that's a reward. When I see young people who were on one path, headed towards jail, to be honest, turn their lives around, and I see them being productive, and oftentimes making more money than I do, that's a reward. So part of what this is all about is, how are you serving your life? How are you using it? What are you doing with it? And are you doing your best because you're doing what it is that you really love to do? You can have many great ideas in your head, but what makes a difference is the action. Without action upon an idea, there will be no manifestation, no results, no reward. God is life. God is life in action. The best way to say, I love you, God, is to live your life doing your best. The best way to say thank you, God, is by letting go of the past and living in the present moment right here and now. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means you can enjoy the dream that is happening right now. There's no time to miss anyone or anything when you're alive. This leads to self-pity, suffering, and tears. Just to be or take a risk and enjoy your life is all that matters. So for me, what he is calling us to do is just that. Really look at what makes your heart sing and take a risk on experiencing it. Now, I want to make myself very clear because oftentimes I talk about following your bliss and your passion. Hear me clearly. Don't go quit your job tomorrow to follow your passion and get thrown out of your house because you can't pay for it and come back looking at me, okay? Because I don't have room for you. But what I am saying to you is clearly look at what you really desire and begin making plans for it. Begin making space for it. Begin seeing yourself doing. Do the research that is necessary. Put aside the monies that is necessary. You know, we have a whole new world out there. One of the students that was in class the other day talked about a dream they had. There are grants out here, people. There is money out here. You can go on the internet and raise money for your idea. You can do part of your idea on the internet. You can volunteer your talent and possibly get a job that way.
So what I am saying is really begin to look at what it is that makes your heart sing. Look at what it is that you really would love to be doing every single day. And begin to see yourself doing it. Begin to make the plans. Begin to do the research so that perhaps 3 months, 6 months down the road, you actually are doing it. Allowing yourself to truly enjoy life, not just go through the motions. One of the things that the fourth agreement cautions us about is that if in fact we've taken the first 3 seriously, and we're looking at being impeccable with our word, we're looking at not taking things personal or making assumptions, that doesn't happen overnight. You're going to find yourself slipping back. And part of what he warns us about is beating ourselves up for it. The best thing you can do is recognize it, correct it if necessary, and be a little bit more mindful as you move through the next day. It is a process. It is a process where you are eliminating habits. And habits don't let go very easily. They love living in you, they love where they are, and they're not leaving just because you said so. So it's about being diligent. It's about not judging yourself, just recognizing that, oh, there's an area that I did that. Remind myself that that's not what I do anymore. And being kind to yourself, but being consistent, not giving up. Because ultimately, these 4 agreements can change your life. They can free you and allow you to experience the good, the beautiful, and the true that is simply waiting for you to show up. One of the things he shared was a tradition that some people have in India where they have a puja and they have statues that represent particular things that they would like to do. And they feed the statue, they talk to the statue, they wash the statue, they keep it, and they cherish it. And he's not telling us that that's what we have to do, but what he's saying is do that for yourself. As you eat and recognize the God within you. As you wash yourself, recognize that you are God expressed. As you walk about, have conversations with Spirit. Treat yourself lovingly. Treat yourself with care. And as you begin to do that, you are creating a communication and a relationship with Spirit on an everyday, all-day basis. And that's what they're doing with these statues. Not making them their God, they symbolize God. And so he invites us to do that with ourselves, to really honor who we are, to treat ourselves preciously, and to be true to ourselves, to be who we really are. One of the things I know about life is that Spirit has brought each of us here as unique, awesome, wonderful ideas of itself. And so as we begin to step into that, we allow God to really truly experience itself through us. We're not here to be like the person next to you or in front of you. We're here to be us. So part of that is having the courage to truly embrace who you are and fully step up to the plate and allow that awesomeness that is trying to come forth, come. And allow ourselves to fall if we have to fall, pick ourselves up, shake ourselves off, and try again. That's really what it's all about. And so we come to the end of the 4 agreements. I said to you that I thought it was real interesting that March has 5 weeks to it because he has come out with a 5th agreement.
Yes.
And it is my intent to share that with us next week. I haven't read it all yet, but I intend to bring the 5th agreement to the table next week. So as we go out today, what I really would like us to do is say to ourselves, am I doing what I really, honestly, choose to do? And if not, how do I begin to do that? How do I begin to step into why I really am here? And what Spirit is waiting to experience through me? And so it is. Now, I want to share with you that we are going to put the Prosperity Plus back in place. We will start on the, okay, what did I give you, the 23rd of April will be Prosperity Plus 1. And the 24th of April, for those of you who have taken one, I got the drum roll. Prosperity Plus 2. And we will be one of the first centers to do that. I think there's about 4 online that have started it. But I'm excited about it because there have been those of us that have said to Mary Morrison, let's go with something new. We want to keep it rolling. So we will have the Prosperity Plus 2 class as well. Now, both classes will depend upon numbers that sign up. I'm doing this a month and a half ahead of time so I can get some advertising out there and really fill the room up. Those who have taken the Prosperity Plus 1 absolutely can stand up here and testify that it's made a difference in their lives. There goes a hand, all right. Made a difference in their lives. So I'm anxious to get us into 2. I'm anxious to really get people out there into 1 that have not experienced the prosperity that's available to them. So I'm excited by the fact that those 2 are coming to the table. And on the first Monday in April, I will be stepping into the teen group. We will have it here at 6:30. I've been asking for people to step up to work with our teens. It hasn't happened. I am so convinced that we need to offer something to our teens that I'm going to do it on Monday. It may happen only once a month to start with, but I've got to start. Got to plant that seed. So we will have our teens here on Monday at 6:30. Tuesday I have a practitioner class in place. Wednesday will be the Prosperity Plus 1, Thursday Prosperity Plus 2, and Friday, starting on the 11th, will be 102 class. The 102 class, at this point, what I'm going to say is that the cost of the 102, I think, is now $245, and I am expecting people to be able to pay in full on that first class. So if you're interested in the 102 class, please see me. And I'm excited about all the classes that we've got going. Also want to report back from our visioning last week that we really did not get 3 of the same things. The closest we got was 2, and that was people looking at community outreach. So we'll look at some community outreach. Practitioners and Reverend Ed and I sat and said, yes, it's something that we feel we do need to do. So anybody that's interested in community outreach, if you'll send one of us so that we can start making some plans around that, I'd appreciate it. There were comments around the children's church and signage, etc. But again, I think those are ideas that are coming from individuals and they will be looked at. But the visioning process is, what is Spirit saying? What is God saying He wants to do, as opposed to individuals? But we will look at some of the ideas that individuals have. Tammy, Ned, anything that I left out around that? I think that's it. We will hold on to that visioning and we'll look at some of the ideas that individuals had. We also are going to start, and I believe we're going to do this today, I don't know who's doing it, but we're going to be, after service, somebody will be available for questions and answers for people who are brand new and saying to themselves, what's it all about out here? So, Reverend Ed, are you okay to do that today?
Yeah.
So Reverend Ed will be the person if you have some questions, if you're new, and you want to know what have I walked into, feel free to see Reverend Ed.
What's the time frame?
Well, let's go 15.
Okay.
Go 15 minutes. And the 100 classes really are where we start getting into the depth of the teaching. So if you're interested in learning more, really learning about it, then it's the 100 classes that you really would like to get into. Okay? And I believe we have somebody else that's going to come up and continue with announcements. Is that Toya? Thank you.
It's on, just talk into it.
Okay. Announcements, highlights, March 23rd, 2014. The men's group meet every first Sunday after service in the community house. The women's group meet every first Sunday after service in the sanctuary. Performance Sundays. We're continuing to sign up people for performances each month. So if you have a talent you'd like to share, please let us know. Teams are being called to serve on the marketing team, so if you're interested, please see Reb. When submitting tithes and offerings, please use the envelopes for cash only, and be sure to fill out the envelope. Volunteers are a vital part of Colors. If you would like to volunteer your time, please see our volunteer coordinator, Arlene Monet, and let her know your areas of interest. We also need volunteers for junior church. You must have taken signs and mind classes, see Reverend or Chairman for that. If you have a business, you can advertise on Colors website for $25 per quarter. This is a great opportunity to get your business known. See Reverend Claire for more information. If you are visiting Colors for the first time, please see the volunteers at the table in the back and get a welcome package. Practitioners are on duty every Sunday. If you enjoy the wonderful, uplifting, inspiring Sunday talks that are given by Reverend Claire, you can purchase your copy of the CD in the bookstore. If you are out of town and wish to hear Rev's message, you can go to the website, www.onecolors.org. And while you're there, support your spiritual growth by clicking on the donate icon. You can also tune in on Ustream, just key in Rev Claire Middleton. You can also keep up with what's going on at Colors by checking out Colors Meetup page, Center for Spiritual Living, Colors on Facebook. There, you can sign up and never miss out on what's happening at Colors. Thank you.
Thank you, Toya. Okay, we are going to do the law circulation, celebration of the law circulation. Everyone, please turn to the second page in your books. For our visitors, it's the book that's in one of the chairs. When you turn the first page, it says celebration of the law circulation. We say this together. I know that as I give to this ministry, I am giving to the support of my own spiritual growth. I am blessed with the consciousness of prosperity, and my blessings are pressed down and overflowing. I place this into the law of mind and soul.